up, mates? It's Omega Dragon. Attempt number 2. My first attempt was pretty much a waste of time because I was on the home screen. And welcome to my new LP of Kirby's Return to Dreamland. I am recording this on the 26th of September. For you guys, it will be the 1st of October because I am recording this 5 days before the actual start of the video. This game is after Kirby's Epic Yarn, and I've told you guys a lot about me doing this LP, but I know for a fact that Kirby's Return to Dreamland is actually more popular and more fun than Kirby's Epic Yarn. In my opinion, I do agree. I don't like some parts of Kirby's Epic Yarn. I like some parts because it's pretty nostalgic and I'm doing it as a speed run. I'm also going to be doing this game as a speed run, but not until I beat the game entirely, meaning 100%ing it. Even though I can just do it after I complete some parts of the game that I will explain later. And I am going to edit a part of this. But this is basically the very first Kirby game that has an actual Kirby in it other than Kirby's 20th anniversary. Kirby's 20th anniversary had that actual Kirby physics, meaning the Kirby that you saw in Kirby's Return to Dreamland is what I mean. And that was meant to be something for way later, but I decided to do it for the 50 subscriber celebration, and then I did it again for my April Fool's LP last year. Last year meaning this year, but the next upcoming year is going to be another Kirby game, but it's not going to be that celebration. Instead, it's going to be a new game entirely, and in my opinion, it's super short. So, anyways, I'm going to turn off the sensor bar because my sensor bar is battery operated. And this is also the very first Kirby game that you would have allies in King DDD and Meta Knight and a new character, Speared Wallaby. But of course I'm not going to be playing this in 4-player, I'm only playing it in 1. Why only 1 is because I don't have additional players with me. I like this part right here. As soon as it shows. I like King DDD a lot. There's one part that I like as soon as it shows. There it is. No! Don't want to do this yet. That's the main thing. Oh! I never saw that before. Every time it has been on Pink Kirby, I've never seen this part before. That it does the green Kirby. But I'm going to go right into it, but first I'm going to press the stop recording button for a bit. You'll understand why. Alright, so why I did that was because the files are spoilers, so I'm not going to show you guys what they look like. Because one of them shows that I've 100%ed this mode, the main mode. Bit of a history on that. I'm going to explain what that means later. Sorry, there's something stuck in my throat, which is a very unfortunate timing. So without further ado, also the cutscenes don't have a narrator this time. In Kirby's Epic Yarn it does. But this one doesn't even have words until the final scene of the game. Or the final scene before 100%ing the game. Okay, that's not true. Meaning, the scene before the final battle. The scene before the final level and such like that. I'll explain more of that later, and I didn't spoil anything. I swear. Yep. So we are out on a journey to fix the ship. Which the ship will be explained for what it is called later on in the game. Even though I could just go back and it will say the Lore Star Cutter. That's the name of the ship. We are fixing that, and its 5 parts are missing, and as you can see, those parts were the sail, the oars, the front part of the ship, and whatever, and this, I already said the sail, and there was another part, which was the back part of the ship. That's what we are fixing. And the first level we are going through is Cookie Country. And as you can see, there are some things that we need. Some gear-like things. What are they called? They will be explained soon enough. Basically, in this video, I am going through the whole level. Because it's not that much, press any button on the sync Wii remote for a quick join, and then press minus for a quick quit if you're in multiplayer, but I'm not playing this in multiplayer, so that doesn't really matter. I was going to say that I'm playing through this whole level because this game is slightly short, but not very short. Some parts of the game are pretty long. In my opinion, shorter than Kirby's Epic Yarn, but even though that's the case, there are some parts that are actually pretty short. I mean long. Sorry! Meant to say long. There are some parts that are pretty long. Basically, the physics apply. Press 1 to inhale, and press 1 again when you have something in your mouth to spit it out. And something that's not explained, press down and 2 to slide. They don't have that in Kirby's Epic Yarn. And of course it was now I need to go back because the enemies do respawn when you go back there. There are copy abilities of long last in this game, and there are actually new ones. Basically, now I have the sword ability. Don a green hat and take sword in hand, spin slash, do a sword dive, and as you finish, you strike. It's all about the flourish. Press 1 for an overhit slash, press 1 with full health for a sword beam. Basically, it's like the Galaxia, and it's like the Master Sword as well, in Zelda. And then press 1 after the overhit slash for a multi-sword attack. There's more. Press that. The drill stab is what I did. Dash and 1 in midair is a sword spin. 1 in midair is a chop and thrust, which is what that looks like. It's this. And then down in 1 midair for a down thrust, like this. If you press up and 1 in midair, that's a I think that's just called an up thrust. And if you press down and 1 in midair during that, it's like the final cut. I didn't bother showing all of the things. As you saw, if you press the arrow button twice, which in Kirby Star Allies, which will be an LP of mine soon enough, that isn't very... like, their physics for running in Kirby Star Allies is sort of, in my opinion, not that great. Stars are basically the best part of the game. Like the 100 stars, just like in Mario, you get an extra life. But now I'm going to change my ability because actually it doesn't matter what ability you are in this level, but there are some abilities that you need to be able to get a certain collectible that will be shown later on. Fire! Feel the heat of hot flame techniques. Light fuses, climb walls, fireball climb. You actually need fire ability in some parts of the game, so remember this. And if you're on fire, it's Fireball Inferno time. Fire Breath is 1. Fire Breath in the control pad in any direction is target fire, but if you do this, you turn it into an Inferno, and it's actually very effective. It does a lot of damage. Of course I didn't explain, but I know you guys already knew about this, but if you press down on thin platforms, it doesn't work on some thicker platforms. You can go underneath them. Dash and run is burn. One during burn is burning flame. I actually never... oh, it stops. Or no. That's what it does. And then down in mode there is Fireball Spin. I actually don't know what that looks like. I have not ever done that before. Hit the ground during a Fireball Spin or a Fireball Roll, which looks like this. And then touch wall during a Fireball Spin or a Roll or Fireball Climb, which isn't much. That's it. The rest is just about what you miss. And go figure, the ores is one of the collectibles, and then there are wings of the boar as well. And then the 7th is just adding a remote in case there's someone to play with you. Something that other physics did not have is that you can hold items, but you can only hold keys and one other thing. I think it's only keys though. Cappy. So, this thing right here, and you cannot go onward unless you can. No, you can't. You need to collect this. This is an energy sphere. Energy spheres are scattered across the lane. Try to find all of the hidden ones. Some of them require abilities, and some of them are just plain hidden. And you can abandon the abilities. And check this out. This is also not in the other games. Super Suck is what this is. It's not called Hyper Inhale, it's just called Super Suck. Or Super Inhale. Basically, I'll show is a Super Inhale. I was close, I said Super Suck. That's basically the gist of it. If you press right during the Fire Breath, you actually can extend the reach of the flame. So fire ability is not really my most favorite. So there's actually going to be something else that you may see, which is this. That's also a new gist of the game. If you defeat it, don't worry, then it won't dissipate the ability. This is an Ultra Sword. Packing pure destructive power. It's a super ability. Super abilities in this game. Its name is the Ultra Sword. It can rend the earth as it destroys all in its path. Basically, use your Ultra Sword and worry about the time unless you are good at speedrunning or going really fast, because you are timed on this ability, and you need these ultra abilities for something really useful. And you'll see what that is in a moment. Funny thing about this sword is that you can actually use different objects, but very rarely have something funnier happen. One of those things, I don't actually know what that is called. I called it the staff, even though it's a weird thing. The butcher knife. I'll tell you what it is that is rare. Pirate sword. I'm just going to say every name of the sword. That's also a pirate sword. This is the useful thing. An ultra-dimensional rift. There it is, the fish. That's the rare thing that you can summon, is a starfish. Or a star base, basically. Or bass, or whatever. I always call it base because B-A-S-S is base, something like that. But it's basically a bass. If you actually aim left during the things that are in your mouth, you can actually let that go. Well, you can actually delay that a bit. But if you run away from it, it actually goes faster. I'm not ever going to speedrun the 100% run because it's problematic to do so. There are copy abilities. Which ones do you want me to choose? Well, never mind about that. I'm doing fire because the Inferno I told you guys was the most effective attack. These 2 energy spheres are taken by spear. Darn it. I'm going to do that. Done. Those guys are really easy. Got all of the energy spheres in this stage. Now let's go on with, and you'll see that we're about to exit the stage. Something to warn you guys about that's after the video is over is that the rest of these videos are going to be 15-minute videos again. So it's pretty annoying for you guys, except for when I make it to the main mode completion. It's actually iconic that I got that end of stage. Like, when I got to the end of stage, it was iconic that I got number 1, because that's actually pretty hard to do if I did it first try. New abilities! This one is actually counted as an ability. It's Leaf, but not my most favorite ability in the game. It's time to dance! The Leaf Dance creates a gorgeous swirl of ragerettes. Press A to guard. And, huh? You're gone! It's like a leaf pile. I actually didn't know about that one. And if you really say that's what happens. Leaf attack is pressing 1 and that looks like this. I don't like this ability at all, and it's not even required for much of anything. Leaf scatter is releasing 1 during a leaf swirl for leaf scatter. Yeah, that's what it looks like if you press the hold 1. Dash and 1 for leaf dance. Holding A for leaf hide, where they say to damage some enemies. Up and 1 for leaf uppercut, and down and 1 in midair for leaf raid, and that's it. Leaf uppercut. Oh, I did not know that looks like that. But I still don't like this ability. Never changing my mind about it. It's not even required for anything as well. I'm keeping it anyways until a new ability would come. Soon enough, you're going to see my most favorite ability. Soon enough, meaning it will be in another. It would probably be in another level or being found by a mini boss. Going left doesn't require. There's no requirements for anything there. Cutter! Cut through ropes with the blade of a well-aimed boomerang. Aim it up or down, or charge up for a hyper boomerang. Press 1 for a cutter boomerang, hold 1 and release for a hyper boomerang. Dash, and then press 1 for a cutter dash, hold 1 in midair for a sweep cutter. So cutter is actually a pretty good ability. It's better than sweep, because it can also cut ropes and strings, as said in the explanation. Cutter drop is down in 1 in midair. 1 next to foe is cleaving cutter. It's actually my favorite. And then final cutter is also my favorite. That's what it looks like, and I love it. Just sucks that it doesn't work for mini bosses very well. It's like a ninja technique, basically. So there are some parts of the rope that you would have to not try to accidentally get. And one of the energy spheres is actually pretty well hidden as well. This is one of the 3 energy sphere stages that does not have that dimensional rift, so you have to be careful there. Cannon! I remember there was something that you could hold that was other than the key. I just forgot it for some reason. And you can't if you let it go, then you wouldn't be able to float. Otherwise, you can't do anything. And I think it was a mistake dying as cutter, since I might have needed it. There's one of the energy spheres I can't get yet. Room is not an ability in this game, sadly. So that's number 1. That proves that sweeper or broom is not an ability. Needle. Prick your foes with a thorny jab. Really stick it to them. Roll from a dash to bring the pain with the rolling needle. Basically, there's not much to it. Press 1 for needle attack, hold 1 and shake the rear mount for the needle burst, which looks like this. And then dash and 1 for a rolling needle, and up and 1 for a mega needle. That's the only usefulness of the needle ability, in my opinion, is the up and 1 strat. Because it's a spike. Because spike tops in this game, I don't think there are any. Or maybe there are, but they're really late in the game. They do exist in this game, which I doubt they do exist. I don't remember there being a second energy sphere. Unless I'm wrong, I don't remember there being a second energy sphere in this part of the level. If there was, then I'm sorry. My memory is just a bit bad. There's about to be a mini boss, and there's a new ability. Beam. Lash foes with a whip-like beam. Hit and cycle. Grab and capture. Spin in midair for revolution. Charge up and bam. Wave beam. Bunch of things. Beam whip for 1. Dash and 1 is cycle beam. Dash and 1 in midair is a beam blast, which is actually one of my favorite things to do. In the Ultra Kirby Clash, or whatever that was called. And then one repeatedly in midair is Revolution Beam, which is this. It's just an extended version. Hold one and release for a wave beam, and then up, right, or down next to a foe for a capture beam. If you're facing right. And you're next to a foe, basically. Now I'm going to show you guys what it's like, and I think this mini boss is what I'm remembering. Nope, it was gigantic. You need sword ability. Basically, almost every mini boss, or pretty much every mini boss, are going to be useful to you. So remember that. Cutter wouldn't have done that, so it's a good thing I did. Was that number 2? Nope. The second one was where I did not remember it being. I would need to come back at some point. I'm not going to edit this, so I'm going to skip it for now. But don't worry, I will come back to it later. Meaning when I complete this. When I complete this level, then I'll just do a clip of what I missed. Then I will come back to where I normally was. Stage 3. New ability, Spark. Electricity in your hands. Shake the remote to create a spark barrier. Zap foes from above with a lightning strike, which is this, down in one midair. And also press up in one in midair for a lightning strike from above. Or from above, meaning go above. Basically press 1 for this to happen, which is a spark attack. Shake for charging power. Short charge power, and 1 is spark arrow, which is this. Oh, that's spark arrow. This was, darn it, spark laser, and then large power is spark wave. Created by spark power is a spark barrier. Up in one is a thunderbolt, and down in one in midair is a lightning strike. Use thunderbolt! It's like a thunder attack. Okay, man. Except for that's down in one. This one, I'm very sure I can collect all 3 energy spheres without hesitation. I have spark already. I think I remembered there's nothing really that you need other than that star that you just saw. Yeah, that would be missable. If you thought that platform was not go-throughable and you went through that door, that you were heavily mistaken. And yes, you're not the only one that did that. I did that same thing before. So many times I was so confused. Until I finally figured out that platform that you saw was actually something you can go through. And I didn't know that. Don't you worry, I can use this. Yummy. I don't remember if you actually need any abilities here. So I'm just going to capture this in case I did need fire ability. If I needed spark, then I'm sorry, I didn't know. Beam. Never mind. Oh, that's why. Energy sphere number 2. This one is actually pretty ridiculous to get. Except for not really, but the third one would be, if I'm remembering correctly. Probably my kid self would think it was ridiculous to get the first time. Aha! platforming, buddy. I think I remember there was a method to this. So let's see. Nope, there wasn't any method. It just helps you against those cannons. Darn it! Darn it! I needed beam for this one. Maybe I didn't. I'm sorry. I thought I did. Now I have to be careful because as soon as I drop this key, it's over. Darn it. Okay, so I guess the only annoying spear to get there was the third one. We're about done with this stage. Or level, I meant to say. And you know what? I'm going to get that second energy sphere because the fourth stage is actually not that bad. Fourth stage is actually not that bad either. I think either that has a dimensional rift as well, or it's just something that you need to find the 4 energy spheres in. But I'm going to go back here to see where that second needle is, which I'm not editing because this is premiered. Sorry to annoy you guys in the future, but every premiere I do, I will try not to edit anything in unless I absolutely have to. Which isn't an exception for me not having to do that. It's sort of funny because the requirements for 100%ing this game is actually by collecting every energy sphere. Everything else is not really, is pretty much optional at that point. Actually, the other funny thing that is noticeable from other Kirby Dreamland games, this one, you do not have to worry about the fire's reach. The fire's reach is absolutely fine. Meaning how far you can get with fire. You can actually go pretty far with the fire into there. Oh, that is something that I could add as well. If the energy sphere is already collected, it automatically is 10 stars. So it adds to the fun of things. Where was that? Oh, wait! I actually remembered where the second one was. You don't even need any abilities. It was properly hidden. Where it was right over here. You go up. No, it's probably not in here. No, it's not. Oh, yeah, it is. It's right here. I could cut the rest of this out, but I'm not going to worry about that. Just in case. Don't need to worry about that. Now I'm going to see what I get this time. Man, I'm getting it pretty easily now. It's funny that that UFO is only seeable at the end of the stage, and is actually a good guy this time. Otherwise, you don't see it at all. Oh, ability choose. Definitely choosing fire, even though it doesn't matter what I choose, unless it does matter. This is a returning theme from Kirby's Dreamland 3. It's also the first energy sphere is missable if you have not seen those holes at all. I've missed that so many times as a kid. Sparkster! Not an ability I can get yet. Second thing is, can't really get that yet. This one is, you don't, well, I'm gonna turn off my commentary anyways, but it's not much. Yeah, that's basically it. There were no energy spheres hidden unless there were. Then my memory. Then yet again, I will say my memory is just a bit shy. I haven't played this game in a couple of years, anyways. By a couple of years, I mean probably 1 year, or I am right by saying I haven't played this since before COVID hit or during the pandemic. I don't remember. I actually do remember you need this for the second energy sphere. You would doubt me on that one, but I know at least that part of it. Or is the best defense I've seen with these guys. Second energy sphere. Yes, I was right. I actually do remember this. There is a super ability here. Food? Yes, there's food. The super ability this time is actually one of my favorites. Actually, every super ability is my favorite, so I can't really fight against that. This is Monster Flame! What's cool about this is it summons something really cool. A fiery dragon. It appears like a storm and unleashes fiery burning everything in its path. Unleashes fury, not fiery. Unleashes fury. Basically, the simple part is you can press 1 to summon it, but you press up or down to aim it. This is the coolest part. Somehow I thought it was a phoenix, not a dragon. And I love like doing sound effects as well. I'm burning down flowers. I'm ruining the peace. Ow! Come on! There we go. I will say this, unless I've already said it already. Every super ability matters. You need to keep them as long as you can, because the very end of the stage has some kind of special thing that summons the dimensional rift. Like that. the big log. That's in case you run out of time. Ultra Dimensional Rift. As you can tell, I was not running out of time at all there. I love this song, honestly. I don't know why. I just love it. Delaying it a bit. No need to float upwards at all. There we go. Now you choose between Leaf and Spark, and definitely obvious what I am choosing, because Leaf is not my favorite ability. It's the weakest in my opinion. Ah! There we go. Selected the 2 energy spheres, which complete this stage. I didn't take any hits. And for anyone who wants to know, I have played Kirby Star Allies, so that's how I'm completing these stages so easily. And Kirby Star Allies is a bit tougher, but this game is still fun in my opinion. I like this game. I actually don't remember what the end of the stages look like in Kirby Star Allies. Boss in level 1. We've collected every energy sphere in level 1. Now we have the boss remaining. And I'm going to turn off my commentary. But the boss, you will know, is pretty interesting. But of course you guys know it because it's in basically every Kirby game for the level 1 bosses. Even different variants of the bosses are in here. My bad, I meant to say in most Kirby games. We've done it. Sorry guys, if you heard any echoes. Sorry, again. You did it, Kirby! My ship has its oars back. Thank you so much. I'm counting on you to find the other missing parts. Keep up the good work. Don't forget to keep an eye out for all those energy spheres. If you collect enough, the broken doors within my ship will reactivate. There are 2 really cool sub-games that you can play with your friends. Sorry if I'm acting like a weird guy. Not to mention copy ability rooms with all kinds of copy ability to try out. There are 20 in all. Actually, there are 22, maybe. And there are several challenge stages that will really test your skills. Maybe there are actually 20 of those. If you find enough energy spheres, reactivating those doors will be a breeze. So whenever you see one, be sure to grab it. Wow, you have already found 13 energy spheres? Yes, I know, it's my least favorite number in the world. 13 and also the 3 numbers I won't say. And also there's one more, but yeah. But 13 for sure is not my most favorite number. Not because of Fortune Street, but because in general it's pretty much an unlucky number. Way to go, Kirby! You've reactivated the door to the challenge stage. It's over in this room on the right. Why not give it a try? The new thing that we can do is a challenge stage, which is sword ability. The interesting thing is, it's optional to do, but if you get a certain medal, something cool will happen. And I'll show you what that is if I manage to do it. But you turn into that ability and stay on that ability. And this is how you get a bronze, a silver, and a gold medal. But you can also get a platinum medal on this stage, and it doesn't explain how, but I do know that you have to do everything perfectly. So I'm going to turn off my commentary for maximum focus. Okay, so I've been trying to cut through those things. I thought there was a bomb. That's why I've been doing that sword splash. I didn't know you could simply walk through it, so that's why I've been retrying this, because I thought I could do that full blade thing in midair. I keep forgetting you can't. I gotta keep my freaking commentary on for the rest of this. Maybe I am editing, even though I didn't want to edit a premiere. It's all on this optional stage. Okay, so I am editing this. I hate editing premieres. It's the truth. I hate editing premieres. I'm editing the freaking optional stage. My word. I know that's not platinum. Yeah. That was terrible. But what happens is, if you get a platinum, I'll first do the lowdown of what happens if you get a bronze. For one thing, you get a 1-up if you get a gold. If you get a silver, you get a blue star, which is 30 stars, and if you get a bronze, it's just 10 stars. Platinum medals give you 3 extra lives. I'm going to do this one more time, and then I'm going to end the video here, which means I might do some more cuts. But there are pro tips as well that I'm going to show you guys right now, so that I can. Or no, I can't. Pro tips. Upward slash is one of them. Sword spin, and that one just helps you maintain speed. And then, yeah, everything there was already shown. Just wanted to make sure. Come freaking on! Every time I miss a coin, I know that loses like a second of time, but losing even a second of time fails the opportunity for a platinum. Come on! So I've edited the finale, but that doesn't feel as wrong as editing this, because it's the first episode and I wanted a good first impression, which is normally me not editing this. If I edited, then that leaves the impression that I'm editing every video. That's why I tried to not edit the first episode, is because even though a lot of people prefer editing, I hate editing. So I try to show that I don't edit every time. And that was proven in Kirby's Epic Karen, where I edited most videos, but not all of them. And I told you the main gimmick of how I edit, which is not meaning how I edit, but what I have to edit if I had to at all. Like that. I have to retry because I know I missed something. And I have to record it. Come on! You gotta be kidding me. I pressed left. I dashed. I freaking dashed. I had a platinum medal. I'm doing this 3 more times. If I fail all 3 times, I'm rage quitting. And then in the video there. There were coins there? Wait, I didn't know that. I would have had a platinum medal if I got those coins. I didn't know there were coins there. I don't know if that was any better. Was that any better? I got the coins that time, so it might have been. Yes! I got it! I finally got it. Now that proves that my theory was correct. If you got a platinum medal, you get 3 extra lives guaranteed. Finally! That was ridiculous. And a really bad ending as well. So even though I hate editing premieres, I have to edit this one. And I hate doing that. But I hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. Next time in Kirby's Return to Dreamland, we are doing level 2. And the rest of these videos may be 15-minute ones. So I'm sorry in advance. Some would be 15-minute and some would be 20-minute. Who knows? The only things I'm editing is if I missed an energy sphere. And that's it. If I didn't miss anything, I am not editing those videos. Otherwise, I am editing the videos that I missed the energy spheres in. Not editing anything for the extra stages because those will be a bonus. All of these will be bonuses that I'll be doing in the later game. But the only difference is, unless I'm wrong, all of these are either optional or you do have to do them. And you'll know what these are. I already told you guys what it was basically. Other than that infuriating run of the optional stage, I had fun on this adventure on level 1. But there's more to come next time. See you guys then. Bye!